Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to Callie's Homesteading with Pooh Bear. It's your girl Pooh Bear. And I'm going to give y'all a second to come on in because this was not scheduled or anything. And I didn't send out a notice. All right. So first of all, let me say thanks for tuning into my channel. If you don't mind, please click the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this if you feel so. Hit the bell so that you know when we are going live again, if you feel so. The choice is yours. But I just wanted to say good morning to everybody. Good afternoon to some. For a lot of you guys, it's probably going to be afternoon. I know I didn't do my morning inspiration today. I may go back later on and do it, but I just wanted to get on and see how everybody is doing. I know we had like a long live last night. The meatloaf came out beautifully, and that was a fun experiment. But I just want to know, good morning, my Renaissance grandma. Well, I was going to say my minerance. I don't know. Good morning, my Renaissance grandma. How are you? I wanted to just talk a little bit about the whole prepping idea, the whole, the whole self-sustainability mindset, because it's actually a very broad genre. Good morning, Gina versus Gina. Or good afternoon. I keep forgetting. I'm in Cali, so it's morning for me, but it's afternoon for you guys, and I have to remember that. That's why a lot of times I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, because like if you're my bro African Dreaming or my bro Rambo, it's like probably nighttime right now or the middle of the morning or something. I don't know. But I just wanted to talk about prepping, being, good morning, Archie Willis. Good morning. I wanted to talk about just what level of self-sustainability are you on? Because there's so many different levels to this mindset that we are gravitating to. Some quicker than others, some more slowly but surely. And then we have some that are still on the fence, like, I don't know if I need to trust this. I'm not sure. But we're all somewhere in this game.
Incoming call.
Sorry about that. We're all somewhere in this game, and it's just about figuring out where we are and what we need to do to go to the next level.
Incoming call from.
So, and now if my daughter calls me one more time, it's because she's freaking out thinking that I left her, but I haven't left her. I may have to put you guys on hold so that I can answer it if she doesn't get mom is not answering for a reason. So what I'm looking at is, for me, I always, when I was a child, I didn't want to be a survivalist. I didn't want to be the person that, I always wanted to grow my own stuff, make my own stuff. I did. I'm the type of person. Sorry
Phone
about
call
that.
completed.
Sorry about that. But I have always been the type of person that if you could do it, I could do it. I have always been the type of person that would watch a person do something if it was interesting to me. And I am, in my mindset, I call myself cheap. And I call myself cheap because instead of paying you to do it, I want to learn how to do it so I can do it for myself. And I've been that way my whole life because then I can make it to fit me. Even if even if I were to go like when we started having children, when we got to like child number 4, I was like, you know what? We have to celebrate me, my mom, my aunt, my uncles, my husband, and these kids. So we were always having birthday parties and everything. And so I got tired of having to order birthday cakes and pay like $75, $100, stuff like that. So I made it up in my mind that I already knew how to bake cakes from scratch and stuff. That was no problem. I always baked, but I didn't decorate or design. So I said, well, I'm going to just start taking some courses because YouTube and stuff wasn't out back in 2003, 2004. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to have to take the classes. So I went to Michael's and I took their cake decorating courses. It was like $40 for like a month. And they showed you how to do all these different techniques. And it was like 3 classes that you took. And I got my certificates and I started just decorating. And eventually that turned into a side business. The same as with cosmetology. I grew up, my mom went to cosmetology school. My mom did hair. My mom always braided. Because my mom braided, I didn't worry about braiding. Like I could do the, French braid to do like my weaves and stuff like that. But I was never really worried about French braiding because my mom did it. So what I had to do when she got older, and my mom was like, she kept threatening to retire. I'm retiring from braiding. I'm tired of braiding. I've been braiding since I was 9 years old. She kept saying it. So my mind said, are you going to have to start paying people? You got 4 daughters plus yourself. So I said, forget that. I said, forget that. I am going to learn how to French braid with fake hair. I could do real hair with no problem. But with fake hair and learning how to do individuals, some call it scalp braids, learning how to do the ones from your head on down and then the ones on your head. And so I taught myself how to do it. And it was just God, because a year later, we didn't know my mom was going to pass away. I would have been stuck trying to figure it out. Now, glory be to God, Selena has dreads, but that still has to be twisted. And out here, a loctician is expensive. And now they have the detoxing. Oh my gosh, I said no, child. 1 second, please. Okay, sorry about that. I knew that this girl,
Phone call completed.
She wasn't gonna quit. She's team relentless, and I love it though. But right now, not so much. But anyway, me having the mindset that I have to be able to do things, because one thing, when you have 6 kids, if you have 1 child, things can be very expensive. And trust him, I promise you, I'm going somewhere, trust me. When you have to outsource for a lot of things, like when I first started life insurance, it was really difficult for me to make all of the meetings because I already had previous commitments, like Sunday dinner. That's always at my house. Um, every holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, Valentine's Day, um, Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July, and all of the birthdays. We always have these events at our house. Once I started selling life insurance, I was strongly encouraged to stop all of that because I needed to work. I'm not a money chaser like that. And it was really hard for me to advance in the business because I did not adapt to their mindset. Because their mindset said, well, you don't have to make all of your kids' basketball games. You don't have to make all of your kids' events. Oh, well, you don't need to go to all of your family's baby showers. Just send them a nice gift. And that is the grinder mentality, which I get. I'm not knocking, just not for Pooh Bear, because I'm not so focused on building money as I am memories. Because when you die, are they going to get around you and be like, well, she sure had a lot of money? That's all I can say, because I really didn't get to know Meemaw because Meemaw was always working. I told you I want my grandkids to come, my future, because I have none, my future grandkids to call me Meemaw. I don't need to have money coming out of my ears. For one, the more money, the more responsibility. But for two, it stops you from all of these precious moments, because at the end of the day, I want to be grind. If I'm spending almost $80 a day on gas, trust and believe, I'm grinding a lot. But what is so concerning to me is when you spend so much time chasing that dollar, when is enough enough? You hear so much, and this is why I'm so happy for the pandemic, because that pandemic reset a lot of minds. Pandemic, because in my opinion, it was planned. Okay, anywho, when you have so many people that are in relationships and they have families, do you honestly think to a child, yes, they definitely want, the lights to be on, the gas to be on, a roof over their head, but do you think that they really feel close to you when you don't meet their momentous situations, when they have their memorable times? My children can tell you, Mom, for one point, I was working and going to school. I was going to 2 schools and I was working 2 jobs with 6 kids. And it was very stressful, but I had to do it for a time. And then I did a reset when my kids were like, you're never home. Sometimes I don't even see you in a whole day, because when you come home from work, I'm already asleep. And I was like, that felt different. Now, when Earl was in the Navy, they were little. We did 8 years, quick. So by the time the children got bigger and now it's time to go to school, he's out and we're both going back to school and working and everything. And so it was like I had to think about what was most important. And I decided that being with my babies was most important. So I had to reconfigure things. So I had to tell myself, well, you're going to have to be on Section 8 for a little bit longer because you want to be with your children. So I can't go out and make all of this money. He's doing what he's got to do. I'm doing what I got to do. But we're not going to be living in the lap of luxury because my kids are more important to me. So for me, I made a decision. This is my decision. I'm not pushing it off on nobody. But I said that I would sacrifice for a little bit because I don't get these moments back with my kids. Even if I were to be like Job and get a reset and have new children, those moments that I spent with my current children, I wouldn't get them back. And so that always rang in my head. So I sacrificed and then I switched it and I came up with another way to make more money but spend less time. Life insurance. And so I was like, okay, and now I can do this. And I was able to still be at all of the events for all of my kids. When my children are praise dancing, when Jeremiah and little Earl were playing football and Diamond was on the basketball team and all of those things, I was able to be there with the exception of a couple of football games from Jeremiah. But other than that, I was there. Why am I saying all of this? I'm saying all of this to say that in life, in survival, in planning for your family, there's going to have to be decisions that you have to make. For some, it could be either you work 12 hours, 16-hour days, or you don't feed your family. My advice to you with that is to think long and hard about it, because you see a lot of different movies or you hear a lot of different entertainers or people that have, now grown up and they say, I had such a strong relationship with my nanny. Or I was watching this one show with this, I don't know, he's a Middle Easterner. He was doing I think he's like a prince or something like that. Yeah, he was a prince. And he was saying that up until he was like 8 years old, he thought that his nanny was his mother. And that his mother was a visitor that just came to visit them sometimes because she was always gone. I would die if my kids felt like that, even for a second. Because I'm mom. Like, I got the cuts on my stomach to prove you came out this stomach. Like, nobody is ever gonna have my position. Not even for a second, because I value my relationship with my children so strongly. That's me, though. That's me. Some people, maybe no. And that's okay. I actually asked God for these kids, and I actually wanted them. And I say it all the time, if I were to do anything different, it would just be to have more children. But my body wouldn't allow me to. But some people are different, and that's fine. But what I'm trying to say is we have to make decisions right now on what's important. You making all of that money and not having a phenomenal relationship with your children, your spouse, your grandchildren, it's going to be really empty, especially right now because we're still in the pandemic. People act like it's over. It's not over. It's just the calm before the next storm. We have to look at this reset that we got. This reset taught us I don't really need to work like I used to work. We can actually make it just with a little bit. Our God is a God of more than enough, but that does not mean that our mentality has to have the more than enough mentality. Somewhere we got lost in this mindset of enough is never an option. We got to get all of it. Like, I have known drug dealers in my lifetime, and one of them was really close to me as a family member. He's no longer here. And I asked him, when do you stop? So what do you mean? I said, well, you've got millions now. When do you stop? Stop for what? I said, because this lifestyle is no good. And it's very dangerous. You're always looking over your shoulder. Like, I'm telling him all these things that I see that's wrong. I'm like, when do you stop? And he was like, when I die. Which actually is true. When he died. So you do all of this stuff for all this fast money and everything to live a lifestyle that's really, I guess it's fun, but it's so uneasy because I don't want to have to look over my shoulder all the time, worried about, are they going to get me today? You know, you got to look out for the police. You got to look out for the other entities that want what you have. You know, no, you can't trust anybody. I don't want that type of lifestyle. But that mentality that there's never enough. Like, I'm out here and I'm a grind and I'm a grind and I'm a grind and I'm a grind and I'm a grind. For what? Once you have enough, can't you just sit back with your family and enjoy your life? When we got into this pandemic, we had to sit back and we had to live off of what we had. And it brought families back together. And that was a beautiful thing. Honestly, so many marriages were saved because they may have thought that they were going to get a divorce, but then they had to put all them resources back together and they had to stay in that house together. And I mean, I'm sure some people wound up like not liking each other, but so many more people fell in love, you know, they fell back in love together. And a lot of families were saved through this pandemic. And I'm so happy that that happened because at the end of the day, I'm sorry, I got some skin on my lip. But when you look at all of the things that could have went wrong, when you have chased money, but you are not really acquainted with your family, now you're stuck in this room with these people that have your DNA and you don't even know them. You don't know your kid's favorite color. You don't know the type of music that they listen to because you have not taken the time to make your family that you orchestrated, you haven't made them a priority. Everything and everybody else was a priority, but not your family. Now you're stuck with them. Can't go nowhere. You're irritated. You want to get out the house. I watched one of my favorite reality shows, Married to Medicine. And one of the moms was losing her mind because she had to homeschool. She wanted to be out being Black Barbie, playing tennis and hanging out with her girls during the day. And she did not want to be at home with her boys. And I was sitting here going, you don't realize what a privilege it is to sit at home and hang out with your kids. Like, yeah, of course we want adult conversation, adult stimulation. Been there, done that. But when you get to listening to these crazy kids and hearing their little hair being, what do you call it? Hairline? No. Crazy schemes. I can't think of it right now. I'm still asleep. But it was all moving us together. Now, I had already been homeschooling. Little Earl tomorrow will be 24. I've been homeschooling for 21 years. So none of this is new to me. I'm not new to this. I've been homeschooling. When the pandemic happened, the only thing, what changed for us? Nothing changed for us because we already had been gardening. We didn't have any animals, but we had the neighborhood chickens, but they weren't ours. We just fed them. But I already did what I did. I was already a care provider. I was already a life insurance agent. Earl already worked where he worked. He worked at FedEx. We already homeschooled. I already was a couponer. I already was a storer, so I had an abundance of food and supplies and everything. I've already been a prepper. That's what I'm trying to say. I was already prepping before the pandemic happened. When the pandemic happened, it just made me go stupid with it. Where are you at now based off of when the pandemic first happened? Because you have to be able to see some growth. Some people are like, I trust the government. They're not gonna do me wrong. But what you have to pay attention to, if you want to go out and buy all of the food that they have to offer, you do that. But before you go out, go online and look at all of the food that is on recall. The deodorant that's on recall, paper towels that are on recall, water, bottled water that's on recall. Look at everything that's going on. See, the pandemic made us pay attention. It's like, wake up. Your family is most important. Learning these new skills that are survival skills. How to sew your own clothes. How to cook your own food. How to grow your own vegetables. How to make your own laundry detergent, your own deodorant, your own toothpaste. Like all of these different things. Having everything ready just in case something happens. I can remember when we started making our bug out boxes, and we were putting like all of the medications in the box, and we were putting all of the first aid and things. And I remember I posted it's like 3 boxes full of stuff, and I posted it on Led's channel. And I said, I feel like I'm never going to be done. Not on his channel, on his Facebook page, because I didn't have a channel yet. And the response from people were, you'll never be done because you always have to add. And I had stuff like finger splints, just all kind of stuff that I would need in case something happened and I wasn't able to get to a doctor, and I had to take care of myself, my husband, my kids, a neighbor's kids, just somebody. And it's just like, am I okay? Am I messing up? I can't see any comments. Hopefully everything is okay. I don't know if I'm buffering or whatever. I'm sorry if I am. But we have to ask ourselves right now, do we think that this is over? Let's say that is over. Have we learned the survival skills that we need so that we can stay with our families? Because our families are the most important people in our lives, right? So for me, it kind of looks like this. I'm not completely where I need to be. There's still some things that I have to get. I need to get more solar panels. I need to get my water source better. Those would be like the two main things that if I needed to really get together, I have to get together, because if we all had to sleep in this van, we could all sleep in this van. But I am working on that RV. I'm working on that RV life. But when it comes to, if they were to say right now, we got to go back into our homes. And this time we're going to have to be in our homes for 6 months. And you did not have time to go grocery shopping. If they said as of today at 5 p.m., every person in the United States must stay in their homes, would you be able to survive for 6 months off of what's in your house? Let's say you can't even go in your yard. You must stay in that you call your home. Would you be able to handle that? Now, let's say not only do you have to stay in your home, but you have to have your own water source, your own energy for electricity. You have to have your own gas source. There's not going to be any lights, any gas, any water. Now, how long would you be able to last? And you are back reunited with your family. So all of y'all have to band together. Who knows how to do what? Does somebody know how to make a water cleaning bucket so that you guys can have some pure water? Do you guys know how to drill a illegal or legal well? I don't know. I don't. We don't. But some people do. But see, you can't go outside. You're stuck in that house. Do you guys have water to get rid of your gray matter, your gray water? All of these things, we got to start thinking about. We are starting to get comfortable again, because it looks as though things are calming down. So we're like, oh, well, it's not that serious anymore. We don't have to mask up anymore. Oh, we're going back to life as normal. Don't believe that hype. That is not true. We have a new normal. And the new normal doesn't look like what it used to look like. It just doesn't. So we have to really adapt to the mindset that it's not over. You guys see me, I'm outside, I'm cooking, I'm learning how to cook outside, because that might be the only way I can cook. I'm learning these new ways to you guys saw me getting the new matches, and I'm trying to learn this wood. I'm trying to learn all of these different things, because we don't know. We don't know. You have all of this person is pissed off with this country, wants to declare war on this country, and everything affects us, because if we are giving gas to other countries, we're paying for that. we're getting our fuel from one country, but then we're giving somebody else fuel. We're giving Russia our diesel, but it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous because we're giving our gas out, but we're getting gas and we're paying for it. Like, oh my gosh. I just legit went and got 2 gallons. I just paid $15. Let me show y'all something. Oh, that wasn't for gas. I'm gonna take some time and I'm gonna start showing you guys my gas bill. I mean, you guys know I live in California, so you guys can kind of get it, but this was the Smith's gas in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me hold it up. That was in New Mexico. In New Mexico, we paid $4.19 a gallon. We were able to get 9.37 gallons for $40. It does not look like that here in California. It doesn't. Let me see. What are you? That's the feed store. Hi, husband. Let me show you guys. I'm trying to find a recent gas bill, but I'm finding everything but. I'm finding everything but I'll show you guys. I don't even have to show you one of our bills. I can just show you a gas station and let you see one right by where I'm at. Come on, you can come. You can cross over. Say hi to the people, husband.
Hello, people.
And so I'm just saying, I just spent, what was it? $6.33, because you can have it. I had a 5-cent discount. It was $6.38. And then they get you with this stuff out here. And I saw it a little bit in traveling to Savannah, but in California, they get you like this. The gas is $6.28 if you pay in cash, but it's $6.38 if you pay with your card. The little tricks that they play. And we get caught up in those little tricks all the time because they penny pinch you. And I don't understand what type of a government we have that allows it. Because, I guess at the end of the day, I have to realize they're benefiting off of it. So, of course, they don't care about what they do to us. Because to them, I feel that to them, we are indispensable. So we really don't matter. But that's just how I feel. I'm not saying that it's definitive. But right now, look at baby. My husband is a Raider fan. And the people in front of us on their truck, it said, first of all, it was a pretty gray truck. And I love trucks. It was a Ram truck. I am a F-150, F-250, A-350 type of gal. But that was cute. It was really cute. It was really, really cute. And then it said Raider Nation at the bottom. So that just topped it off. Although your girl is a 49ers gal and a Detroit Lions gal. But that was really cute. But anyway, We have to realize, like Led was going over the other day, if your car is ready, is your car ready, rather? And he was saying that if the bug out situation happens, or if the gas companies closed down right now, if we got shut down right now, would your car be able to make it? Do you have gas in it? Are your tires good? You know, when's the last time you had a tune-up, oil change? All those things. Your air conditioning, it's about to be summertime. Are your things up to par? And a lot of times we put off things. But I'm going to tell you something. For things that really matter to you, we make provisions for. You know, we have to really think about all of these things right now while we can. This is very important. So we have to go back to the drawing board. And that's why I said there's different levels to this. Some people don't believe the hype. They have to start from the beginning. Then there's some of you who are like me that we have some stuff. You know, if we had to go without energy, we'd be okay. But we still need more. Like we need water. We need more water sources. We need more solar panels. You might need more protection. Different things. But start figuring out what that stuff is right now, where things are still kind of on the calm, so that it's not ginormous in your pocket, so that you can go ahead and be like, okay, well, this is the situation. Let me go ahead and stock up on stuff right now. I saw a lot of people teasing people when this pandemic first happened, because they were getting like so many packs of toilet paper. And they were like, yeah, I'm buying all of this toilet paper right now. In 3 months, I'm going to be selling all this on eBay. And it was like, why would you sell it on eBay? Why not just keep it? Or give it a little bit away, but just realize that you don't know what the nature of this situation is going to be long term. So let's just keep it and use it. Because at the end of the day, if you have 100 rolls of toilet paper, I just don't have to buy none for like a year and a half, or depending on your family size. But why give it away? Road is closed. Oh, shucks. I got to go around. So I'm just saying, let's just really think about how we can prepare right now. Prepare as though the pandemic is just happening and we're not ready, because we know what is around the corner. I would love for it to be nothing, but they've shown us that it's always going to be something. So let us really start to think about what it is that we need to do, so that when the mess hits the fan, we're going to be okay. I'm talking, you have your food canned. Now, a lot of people are afraid of canning, and I understand that. I respect it. But that just means you need to have that much more preserved food. Now, it could be that you have a lot of canned food, or a lot of pouched food. The pouches are becoming a big thing, those preserved, like the tuna, but now they have like rice and vegetables and stuff like that. And I'm sitting here going like, that is such a great thing, because then you don't have to have a can opener. You can just open stuff up and, make a quick meal. But you need to have that kind of stuff on lock. They have water in cans. I don't know if you know that, but they have water that is in aluminum cans, and the water bottles, if not dented, are supposed to be good for 50 years. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. It's expensive, but it's cans of water that you can have, that you could pass down to the next generation, because they're saying 50 years. They have water in cartons, like milk cartons, that you can have stored up. It's not always about the plastic the plastic containers. But there's other ways that you can be having this. But we have to figure out where we are and figure out if okay, I'm gonna put it like this. Excuse me. If China is telling us that we need to, well, China was telling their people to prepare for 6 months, and Australia was telling their people to plan for like 6 months to a year to prep. And then you had like Germany telling their people to plan and pack for like 1 to 2 years. And you had different countries telling their people that you need to prep. They're telling them to they were telling them to bring their families together and prep that way. Our country's not telling us that. That's why I tell you guys have to go on global news. You guys have to start watching, what is it, BBC, and listening to Bloomberg, and listening to different news channels that let you know what's going on abroad. Because if we leave it to our government to be our only source of information, I don't know where that's going to get us. We have to start listening to everybody else. If you can go on, and if you have YouTube, it's not that difficult to just click on news in other countries, and then it's gonna pop up. And then if you need translation, you can hit the translation on your phone or on your computer or on your TV, and it'll translate for you, even if it's just in subtitles. If the words come up too fast, rewind it, read it again. But we have to know what's going on around the world, because at some point, it's going to come and hit us. It's going to hit us. So we have to make sure that we have everything on lock. Because this first time this mess came and hit us, everybody was pretty much, except for those who were already prepping hard, we were all caught with our pants down. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. If this mess comes around, when this mess comes around again, and we are not prepared, we cannot blame anybody but ourselves. Especially when you have so many people saying, we got to get ready. Let's do this. Let's practice this. Let's try this. But some people are still so reluctant to accept that things are not going to go back to how they used to be. But we have to accept it. Okay, look. Y'all see that? 6:49. This is where we're going to get our gas. Now, I just told y'all, I just got 2 point something gallons of gas, and I paid almost $15. Oh, okay, I gotta wait. Go around and back in. Can we? Let me see. Oh, I gotta turn around. Okay. All right. Now.
The middle one's open on that side.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you, babe. Now, y'all saw that 6:49. When we fill up our tank, which we're about to do. But the good thing is, right now, and I can only do this sometimes because this gas is not popular in California. But this van that we have, our new van, takes 85. So sometimes I can get 85. Let me turn it back around. Sometimes I can get 85 gas, and it is a lot cheaper. But we don't get completely full 85 because it burns faster. So we have to do half and half. So the way that I'm going to save on gas today is we're going to get half 85 and then we'll get half of the regular. And so these are the games that you have to play now. This is the only gas station that I know of, and it's not close to my house. It's far away from my house. So when I'm in this neighborhood, I can go ahead and get this gas. But even at getting 85, the 85 is 359. The 85 is 359. So we're cutting corners by getting 85 and mixing it with the 87, half and half. When we do it that way, it seems to last. I mean, we still got to get gas every day, but dang, it gives us, enough. We have to be in LA until probably 10 o'clock tonight, and then we're going to have to get gas to come back. So it's what it is. But you have to come up with ways to make sure that you can guarantee you and your family are going to be okay. Start strategizing with your family. Listen to your children. A lot of times as parents, we feel like, well, I'm the parent, so I know. Children are intelligent. And there's so much more information available to them on their level than was for us when we were kids, that we have to take into consideration that they may know a little something about what's going on. Like, that's what I was telling you guys yesterday. Jeremiah always thinks he knows better than me. And I could be prideful and be like, I'm the mama. This is my equipment. I know what I'm doing. But no, this is my son that is in, like right now, I'm a financial advisor, just not a full one. I'm a baby financial advisor. But Jeremiah is taking business classes right now. So a lot of the stuff that he's learning, we've already known, we've already taught him and everything. But then there's other situations where he's like, Mom, did you ever start to think about da 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 da? And I'm like, If I'm prideful, I'll miss the lesson. And then I'll have to fall on my face again. But if I allow my almost 18-year-old to school me on something, I get to learn early. I'm open to it. Yes, please. Make it good. Give me some good coffee. No, you my dark chocolate. But but let's really just go after just embracing that we got to do some work. It's okay. I never get frustrated or anything when new challenges come, because I know that it's going to stretch me. It's going to allow me to become a better version of myself. So right now, realizing that I got work to do. Like, I got work to do. I have not arrived. I cannot sit here and be like, oh, if the stuff was to hit the fan right now, today, I don't have any worries. That's not true. Now, I have a big, huge olive tree that was gifted to me from the previous owners. It was already there. I don't have an olive press. I don't know how to squeeze olive oil out of those olives. I haven't even, when we first moved there and I was trying to figure out what it was, Love Notes told me that it was a olive tree, because I was like, wonder what these things are. And Love Notes was like, it's an olive tree. I was like, okay. Now, doesn't it make sense if I had this big old olive tree that I would have some type of an olive press, that I would have taken the time to learn how to make my own olive oil? Nope. Haven't done that. In my front yard, I have a pine tree, two mulberry trees. Then on the side, and the two mulberry trees, I found out those are the males. I have two male, I don't know why, but I have two male mulberry trees in my front yard. And then on the side of my shed, one of my sheds, there's a female mulberry tree. But we have on the side of, because our driveway curves, it does the U. But on the side, there's these different trees. Now, they do some of them let off fruit and stuff like that, but I don't know what it is yet. Wouldn't you think that I should have taken in almost a year? I should have taken some time to find out what they were. All you have to do is download the plant identifier on your phone. But I haven't, because I haven't made preparation, because I haven't taken it too serious. I have to repent from that. I have a pine tree in my front yard, and I have a pine tree in my backyard. And I made a statement about maybe 3 or 4 months ago that I got to get rid of this pine tree, because I don't know what the purpose of having it there. I don't know. I would say something like, I don't know what the purpose of this pine tree is. Love Notes was like, because you need oxygen. I was like, slap me, Love Notes, slap me right back into reality. You are absolutely right, because I need oxygen. But then I started trying to learn about the trees that I have, and I started learning like pine trees are like very important when it comes to fire starting, and like the pine cones are like really good for like fire. And I mean, I don't know all the in and outs of it. I just like watched like one little thing about it, just so I could see that, okay, there is some importance. Now we have this Joshua tree that's ugly, and it lets off ugly fruit. And I don't know the point of or the purpose for this ugly tree. But what we do understand is that if you cut it off, it's like a $25,000 fine, because they are preserved, they are protected. So it's just going to be there, because there's nothing I can do about it. And it's ugly. But God made it, so it must have a purpose, right? I keep looking to the side because I'm waiting on my coffee. I do have a headache because I'm sleepy, but it's okay. But do I have enough aluminum foil? Learning now, and I told y'all, we spend about $240 a year on paper towels and throwaway plates. So now I'm getting to the point to where I'm going to go old school, and I'm going to go find me some nice linen cloths. I don't know if I'm going to go to Costco Business Center. I might go to IKEA, but I'm going to go get me some nice linen cloths to have, because you have your regular hand towels and stuff you could put in, the bathrooms and everything. But for cooking, we're still frying chicken. We're still making biscuits, stuff like that, So I have to come up with a way to not have to spend $240 a year on paper towels, because that was a big thing when the pandemic happened. People were worried about toilet paper. They were worried about paper towels and napkins, and they were worried about water. So I have to figure out a new system. If I just use my own napkins and just wash them out, even if I got to wash them out by hand. Even if I have to go buy an old scrub board, I think everybody should have a scrub board, because we never know. I'm going to go get me a scrub board, and I cannot see. It is not showing me anybody, and I don't know. I don't want to mess nothing up. Let me see. What does that do? some messages. Okay, so let's see. All messages are visible. Okay, can I see them now? No. Why can't I see? I don't know. I can't see anybody's messages. I was able to at first when you guys first came in, when I first started this live, but I cannot now. He got me coffee. This is my crack. I'm addicted. No, I'm not really, because I can go days without coffee. Ooh, he got me a donut. It's good, but it's hot. And it's going to burn my mouth more than just my tongue. Yeah. But anyway, okay. I'm going to let y'all go in just a second because everybody's got stuff to do. I'm probably going to be going live later on. Tomorrow is our 27th anniversary and our son's birthday. But today is my little sister's birthday. So we're about to celebrate her. I'm about to meet up with my clients, do what we got to do, enjoy life. It's good when your clients are your family. You can just take care of them. And you can do everything all rolled into one. But let's just write out what we need to do. If you don't want a can, but you need to have food, write out what it will look like. And maybe I'll do a couple of videos or a live where I'll teach you guys how to look at the sales papers from your local grocery stores. And let me show y'all something. Y'all see that? That one says $5.99. That's Sinclair. That's the cheap gas. This is Shell. $6.25 for regular gas. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm not lying to y'all. Not at all. So let's get what we need to get together. Start talking to your family and your friends. Find out who specializes in what. Because maybe you have a family member that teaches CPR. Maybe you have another family member that teaches, what is it called? First aid. Then maybe you have another family member that teaches self-defense. Everybody pull together and teach everybody everything so that everybody is thoroughly equipped to do whatever is going to need to be done. You know? Maybe somebody in your family knows how to make bread from scratch and they know how to do it on a campfire. Because what if you're not going to have an oven? Do you know how to make rye bread? I don't. Do you know how to make bread on the campfire? I don't. Do you know how to make your own butter? I don't. Do you know how to make mayonnaise? I'm learning. But there's so many different things that we have to learn. And converting back to how grandma, great-grandma and them used to do it is all making so much sense. It was a simpler way of life. It was a simpler way of life, and everybody knew their function. It wasn't about all of this. Scroll, play the video games. It was get your butt up, get your morning chores done, get yourself together, make your bed, brush your teeth, go eat breakfast, go to school. Do your work at school, come home, change your clothes, get out your school clothes, put on your play clothes, get you a snack, do your homework, get your chores done, go play. Eat dinner, take your shower, take your butt to bed. That's how I was raised. Is that how you were raised? It's how you were raised. Was that how you were raised? For the most part, yeah. Now it's just, oh, I ain't going outside. It's bugs out there. I ain't going outside. It's too hot. Now, I can understand if you live in an environment where a bullet might hit you, that you don't want to go outside. I get that all day, all day. But our children, this generation, and I'm going to be honest, I blame my generation. We're 70s, 80s. We were born in the 70s. We're both 75 babies. The drug era came and took us. Our parents strung out on drugs for the most part. Most of the children that were raised in the 70s and 80s were affected by drugs. And so we overcompensated for all of the things we weren't able to get. So we wanted to get my kids gonna have the new Jordans, and they gonna have this, and they gonna have that, and all of that. I'll pay $1,700 for some Yeezys for my 2-year-old. What the heck? Like, no. But it's because when we were kids, we couldn't get it. And we saw the other people who had it, and we wanted it, and we couldn't get it. So our mentality was, my kid ain't gonna want for nothing. I'm gonna make sure that my kid has this and they have that. And then we get all these name brand things, and we put all these brands on us, and we put all these labels on us, and it's all about the name of something. It just baffles me how something can be $10 with no name on it. Then you slap a name on it, a name brand on it, and now it's worth $200. But that's the world we live in. And people buy it all day long. Does not matter. But my generation messed this little generation up because they are so privileged and entitled in their own minds. They want everything microwave. They want it right now. They don't want to work for nothing, for the most part. Not all of them, but the bulk of them. They don't want to work for nothing. They want it handed to them. When they can't have anything, they want to kill themselves. Oh, you won't let me have the new Minecraft. I just want to die. What? That's your struggle? Oh, I wanted a limousine for my grad night. You can't afford it, so I don't even want to go to grad night. Or I don't want to go to prom. What? Because I couldn't get you a limousine, you don't want to go to prom? Like, are you for real right now? Last year, kids couldn't even go to prom because of this pandemic we're in. Now you can go, but because you can't have it your way, you don't want to go? It's just the mindset. But I blame my generation because we have handed them everything. Because we had lack. We overcompensated for our children. And now there's no happy medium. We got to figure that mess out. Because we have another generation. Because now they're going to be having kids. And what's that going to look like for our grandkids? We got to figure it out. But I think that the reset might be the answer, because a lot of parents started saying, wait a minute, I'm not working now. I'm not making the money I used to make because of this pandemic. So we're going to have to minimize all of this spending. So no, you're going to have to wear the same Jordans you wore last year. You're not getting a new pair. You're not getting the new iPhone 13. You're going to have to stay with that 11. Are you kidding me? I've never even had an iPhone. Those things cost too much. That's a car note. I'm not doing that. I mean, I understand it has its purposes, and I may have to get an iPhone for my life insurance company that I'm with now, but trust and believe, I'm just getting an iPhone. I don't have a problem with getting a 6 or a 7 because it's still compatible for the app that I got to use. It's just for this one app, but whatever. But I'm not about to sit here and spend $500 on a phone. Me, I'm not knocking anybody that does it, because if you can do it, you do it. That's what you want to do, you do it. It's your money. Pooh Bear's money, I got 6 kids, and I like to stretch my pennies as far as I can. So I'm not buying myself or my kids a $400, probably not even a $300. If I paid $300 for a phone, it's gonna be, I paid for that phone, the case, the protector, the insurance, and the when you have to get it cut on, the connection fee. All of that wrapped up together might be $300. That's as good as it's gonna get with me. I told y'all, I call myself cheap. I call myself frugal because that's how I get down. I don't like paying full price for anything. It bothers me. I will wait. I might want it so bad. And he gets mad at me because I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm just not getting it. Just get it. I'm like, it's not on sale. I don't care, woman. Get it. I'll get it for you. I'm like, that's about the only way I'm going to ever get it. Let me tell you something. We're going on 27 years tomorrow. I've had one expensive bag that he purchased for me. And it's a Twiggy bag, 20 from London, the old model. I love Twiggy from Britain. And it was a Twiggy bag. Now the bag, it had a purse, and inside of it had another purse. So it was 2 purses. It was $75 off of, what is it, MNN, whatever, the Home Shopping Network, MSN, whatever. Home Shopping, MSN, Home Shopping Network. And I paid installments for that. Well, no, he bought it for me. He paid installments for that. Because I wouldn't, he was like, I'll just buy it. I was like, no, I don't want you taking that much money out at once on no purse. Let's just make installments. Huh? What'd you say? Oh, he said he paid for the whole thing. See, I wasn't privy to that information. But that's just how I am. I'm like, no, man, we don't $75 out of the account just for the purse. Like, no, we could just do 13 at a time. That's me. You watching this? I'm trying to see if I'm messing up, if I'm clear. Because I can't read the messages. I can't see nothing. I can't even see the old messages. But making sure that our finances are together, putting money away, having some money that in the event that this stuff hits the fan again, you have X amount of dollars. They're saying to have at least between $500 and $1,000 in cash put up somewhere in different places around your house or around your property. Because if the poop hits the fan and you need to go out and purchase some things or whatever, you need to have some money. Because the ATM machines or the machines, the power of the grid might be down. And the only way you're going to be able to purchase things is with money. So that's another thing that you need to take into consideration. Saving up money, putting $20 over here, $40 over there, until you have some money that's put up. I kind of touched on that last night when I was like, you might want to start investing in some gold and some silver or something, because you don't know. If you have a lot of food, you may be able to barter with that, but let's look outside of just food. People are going to need deodorant. People are going to need soap. Do you know how to make soap from scratch? I make soap from scratch. I make designer soaps as well as holistic soaps. Do you know how to make your own soap, your own body wash, your own toothpaste, your own lotion? I make my own lotion. I make my own body butters and everything. I sell them. Do you know how to do these things so that you can truly be okay? These are the things that we're thinking about, what I'm thinking about, and I'm hoping that you are thinking about and making your way into making it manifest in your life. So that if they do shut everything down and they tell you you're going to have to be in your house for the next 6 months to a year, you'll be like, bet, I got everything that I need. And be right. You have everything you need. You have all of the oil that you need, all of everything, and you can just be cooling your house with your family. You have your solar panels, you have your solar generators, you have your solar e-bulbs so that you can charge them during the day outside, then bring them in the house. Right now, if you go onto Amazon, they have two different brands. One brand for you get two solar e-bulbs for $19.99, or you can get two e-bulbs for I think it was $36.99. But you need those solar e-bulbs because you let the sun charge them in the day, then you plug them in your room at night, and then your whole house can be lit up, and you don't have to pay anything. Do you know? Even if you did that, not even about the pandemic, but even if you did that just for on strength, how it would help your light bill go down because you're using the solar powered light bulbs in your house. Something to think about. But I'm going to let you guys go. You guys enjoy your day. I will see you later. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in to Callie's Homesteading with Pooh Bear. I'm your girl Pooh Bear, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.